Welcome to Woodland Adventure Forest School Harrow.
Hazel.
Where does that one go?
Yeah.
Woodland Adventure adopts a unique approach to engaging young people through learning to care for and appreciate the environment. It also provides outdoor activities designed for pupils with a wide range of learning needs and helps them to develop improved communication skills and self-confidence. The Forest School evolved from a joint enterprise involving Enhancing Achievement Education Strategy Harrow Council and All Saints Church Harrow Weald.
This one?
It developed from a shared vision of an outdoor approach to working with pupils who are not engaging at mainstream school and therefore not reaching their potential. The project works in partnership with schools, youth organisations and charities in Harrow. The aims are to close the attainment gap by promoting learning to learn principles, increase self-confidence and improve behaviour to support in-class learning, improve communication skills, provide exciting experiences and stimulate imagination, teach about the natural world and promote care for the environment, develop a sense of adventure, and present challenges and develop feelings of accomplishment. Just a short walk away from All Saints Church Harrow Weald is a forest clearing in which a safe learning environment has been created. In this very special setting, young people who attend the forest school can explore and appreciate the wonders of nature.
You're going to actually go down and get a little spark like that. You can't burn yourself.
Pupils are given clear safety rules and instructions, which means they can try out new activities like firelighting.
Stand up, good girl.
Oh, wow, look.
Through discovery, pupils increase their knowledge of the natural world and how to look after their environment. They develop a sense of adventure and enjoy feelings of success by working cooperatively and effectively when they encounter new situations.
Slug. Yes, you've done it.
The initial visit enables the pupils, sometimes from different schools, to begin to work cooperatively on simple tasks such as tying knots. The first trip to the forest school will usually be a very new experience, as many of the children will be unaccustomed to learning outdoors.
Start pulling any time you like now. Stop it, Miss Gumbel. Naughty.
As well as being good fun and a very different experience, eating and drinking around the campfire enhances social skills.
What is it from?
That was a bracelet that she made.
For those who feel challenged by working in a new group situation, areas are created in the woodland where they can move away to investigate resources such as cones and puppets until they may be persuaded back into the main activity.
I think forest school does make a difference to children, and one example is a young girl that attended forest school for one session, and she came along and she wasn't speaking. The reason for the school sending her is that she had a stammer, and she found her voice at forest school. When we measured impact at the end of 10 weeks, we felt that she could really benefit from coming out again. So in liaison with our schools, we felt she would definitely benefit from another 10-week session. And she then became a leader, she led in groups, she became like an assistant tutor. And we would say that the impact on forest school for this child is that she found her voice here.
Over the subsequent weeks of their course, the same group will gradually be encouraged to explore the freedom of the setting. The practical teaching approach addresses the needs of children who are predominantly kinesthetic or visual learners. Although there are boundaries created with tarpaulins and the tutor makes sure the children understand their constraints, within these guidelines they have the freedom to explore and discover.
We found one more!
Skills learnt in the forest setting are transferred to the classroom. And this is supporting work undertaken by class teachers to close the attainment gap. The forest school monitors its pupils' attainment and liaises with feeder schools to measure progress and assess outcomes for individual children.
This is actually fun!
Okay.
The impact is also well documented by mainstream schools.
The children we've chosen to come to Forest School are children who need that experience. They're perhaps a bit vulnerable and it's affecting their learning. Maybe they're very shy and they need to build their confidence. Maybe they need an experience to do something with their hands, to make something happen so they can sense their own power. And what we find is, when we evaluate it, the kind of progress children make once they've been to Forest School is outstanding. With no exceptions, children really make social progress at school, and most of them make measurable academic progress as well.
For those pupils whose behaviour can be challenging, their performance in class has improved, and they've demonstrated a deeper understanding of and tolerance for their peers. Pupils' confidence has risen significantly through the sharing of achievements back in school, and there's been a noticeable impact on attendance. The problem-solving and determination involved in seeing a task through have positive effects on developing concentration.
Wow, that is absolutely super, Brennan.
And the sharing of their success is of huge benefit to children's self-esteem.
Do you think it's going to sail? Do you think it will float on the water?
The Woodland setting presents children with a less stressful environment than the conventional classroom. There are rules together with personal challenges which they must meet.
Oh, slowly.
Let's think about it.
Many of our students have come to us largely for those who, for a number of reasons, have felt that mainstream school is not suitable for them. The Forest School, I think, is an excellent idea. Firstly, we have the resource, so why not use that? And it also takes my mind back to the early 60s, 70s, 80s, where we had so much open space in terms of green area and so on. So for our young people to have this resource, and also as kinesthetic learners who like to be incredibly active, I think this is excellent.
It's really good. See if we can find some old tickets.
Woodland Adventure provides a unique opportunity for young people with severe learning difficulties to venture outside the normal home school environment. This very special experience places the emphasis on what they can do and achieve, not what they can't. This often has the additional benefit of altering their parents' perceptions of what is achievable, and is very constructive in terms of inclusion in society for young people with disabilities and their families.
Ooh. Look at that.
We discussed it as a school, and we decided some of the really important things that go on for these children is to do with their learning in terms of self-esteem and in terms of their self-confidence and also their social learning. So we asked teachers to give a very simple rating for all of the children as they started Forest School, and then when the Forest School period was over of half a term or a term, we went back to the teachers and we asked them to re-rate the children in those areas, and across the board those ratings had improved. And we also had soft data from the staff that came with the children from Forest School just to show what kind of learning was going on and what kind of improvements were happening for the children in their learning, but also how they translated that into the classroom and into their family environment when they came back from Forest School.
Be careful with those.
Engagement with the families of children who attend the Forest School has a positive effect on schools' partnerships with parents. In addition, specific family learning programs are run, some of which specifically target fathers. As the success of Woodland Adventure Forest School is becoming better known and the principles are understood, there's been an increased demand for places, not only from a spectrum of schools, but also charitable organisations.
Future developments for the Forest School are really all about increasing our capacity to work with young people, indeed their parents, their teachers and others involved in supporting them. So it's an imaginative project that looks into the future in terms of its development, both in terms of equipment, in terms of buildings, and we're looking for other partners, other charities, other businesses who are willing to buy into that creative agenda and enable us to take this forward into the future.
For children, Woodland Adventure Forest School is an important and enriching experience. It's constantly evolving in terms of the development of new projects and partnerships.
There you go, look at that lovely cut.
And continues to have a measurably positive impact on all of the young people who attend its courses, whatever their needs.
We'll miss you, little camera. We'll miss you, little camera.
If you'd like to find out more about Woodland Adventure Forest School Harrow, details are given at the end of this film.